Anyone
can be underrated.
as fuck.
You are now tuning into the latest episode of the Underrated as Fuck podcast.
Hosted by the one and only Bliss.
And you already know, Mighty Zay.
Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to episode 20.
Episode
of
20.
the Underrated AF podcast. This is cool. This is means for celebration.
Yes.
How do you feel about episode 20? Just so we can get that out of the way real quick.
Yo, we've made it 20 episodes. Our first season, I felt like we killed it. We didn't even get close to around 20 episodes. So like now that we're hitting 20 episodes with momentum, it just feels
we do have a momentum.
invigorating. Like, yeah.
And it's cool because that momentum, it doesn't really feel like it's like this whole of momentum. It's just consistent work.
Right.
And it even seems sometimes like, man, this is kind of easy. Like, you know what I mean? Just being so consistent for so long, it kind of has become like a part of
the norm.
Our norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't see really an end in sight at this point. I still love doing the pod. I mean, I can't sit here and be like, yo, the pod's going to go on forever. You know what I mean? But
if it makes it to 1,000 episodes, if it makes it to 25 episodes, like regardless, I'm good.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe if it's somehow that the pod stops growing in a type of way where it seems like, you know what I mean? Because like this season, we changed up the set. We had some guests. You know what I mean? It just seems like things are going on.
Right.
And it's just not boring.
Oh, I feel that.
Because I think if we came on here on a weekly basis and
us.
it was just about news, you know what I mean? That would get kind of like
a little overmuch.
Like, it's not even about us anymore at that point. It's about
what we're talking about.
The world and what's going on.
That wouldn't have been cool.
Not related to us.
That's not really underrated.
No, it's not. It's overrated. Because there's a lot of people you can go look up to find your daily news. That's cool. But the important thing about this pod is that we give you guys us, our authentic selves.
That's true.
I've never done anything to hide my real self while I speak. You know, I try not to cuss. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're getting me. I do avoid topics like politics, maybe like some religious stuff.
Left
just the really like stuff that really doesn't matter. Because when you're talking to somebody, it really doesn't matter if they agree with this war or something. You know, we're here to talk about their moral beliefs for their life. You know what I mean? Yeah. People get really caught up in all that political stuff. But at the end of the day, we're just humans. We're all living. You know what I mean? And
we're just experiencing. So it's just cool to be able to experience that. What another thing?
So that's underrated.
Ooh.
And I think if we were to look back, who would be like, who's your favorite? Not to like disrespect or diss any of our guests, but who did we have on that you thought we had like a genuine conversation with? There's been a couple.
To be honest, I just feel like with our guests, we're able to have pretty authentic conversations. So
I mean, it was just a cool question to see where your mind's at, but like see how you're like trapped.
Yeah.
That's in a point. Good, that's like asking somebody instantly, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" And then it's like,
let me just dive through 28 years.
It's kind of like it's like surprising in a way because it's like, wait, what? I don't even know my own song at the top of my head. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just so many. If I was gonna call out somebody as a guest that we've had on the pod that was really underrated, didn't really have a social media following, isn't really out there content creating like crazy, trying to get the algorithm, you know, like all this stuff. I think I would have to give props to Jeremy because
Jeremy's hard.
We brought in a dude, friend, father figure. He's the director of ISCA. He posts on his socials, but he's not out there like trying to be this social media
Mongol.
Yeah. And you could tell, like you go to his profile and it's like, oh, okay, he's just a dude.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a dude. But I got to give him the underrated AF props because currently he has the record for most audio plays. That was significant. The audio plays, I was like, whoa.
Huge.
I don't know if it was just his like demographic of fans that or people that love him, you know what I mean? Because I think no offense, Jeremy, I think the older people enjoy listening to the audio. I don't know, because compared to all the other guests and even our episodes, those audio plays were something for him, and it was significant enough for me to be even talking about it.
It's a pretty big bump from everybody else.
So yeah, dude, Jeremy is gonna get the current up until now 20 episodes. The current wow, that was a surprise. That was underrated. Cool, man. Like,
so Jeremy got the underrated title right now.
He truly underrated. Big dog.
Big dog.
Yeah, dude, that's cool. We're on episode 20.
20 episodes, dude. That's dope. How do you feel about the 20 episodes?
How do I feel about 20 episodes?
Legit.
I have an issue, and let me tell you my issue. I always have an issue. Like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And I have this weird thing where 20 episodes is... I'm looking at it. I'm getting a perspective. And, that is a lot of episodes. But for me, it's like... I don't know. It's not like...
It's like you finally getting warmed up to what this is. And now you can really work with it because you know what it is.
Yeah. I mean, even if we hit 100 episodes, I would still feel like, is this a lot of episodes? Like, I don't know. I still would... I have an issue with... What is it called?
Managing?
Like, no, it's like not appreciating my own work, or it's something along the lines of that. Like, I'm not able to see the value. What's the word for that? You know what I'm saying, or no? Like,
I feel like there's something there, but hold on. Give me some more context. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out.
I'm not able to appreciate myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always feeling like I'm coming up short.
Well, that's just a perfectionist.
I know. That's part of my OCD.
Yeah.
Being a perfectionist, and I guess it's part of the fuel that keeps me wanting to work harder. So it's a good thing at the same time, and I need to learn to just be okay with that. You know what I mean? Because we did make it to 20 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is...
You just find your comfort in that chaos.
I just feel like
it's pretty cool.
Okay, let's celebrate, let's talk about it, but only 20?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We need to be on 50 right now.
Feel that.
I don't know. It's that's just how I am. Bliss
always
is
working, always moving.
Never satisfied with himself.
But that's good because that just fights in your whole dilemma of wanting to live the life without any regrets. You're gonna push everything to the envelope to make sure it's exactly how you like it, so that way whenever you look back on it, at least you put your all into that thing. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty badass.
We'll see how I feel at episode 100.
That'll be hard.
Yeah. So I know you. Do you see it differently than me? Are you 20? This is super exciting. What I mean?
It's just for me this. Anytime I kind of designated Friday to Sunday the pod days. Mm-hmm. And so I think every time we make it to the weekend, it's just another weekend activity. So it's another way for me to look forward to the weekend. So it's all right, cool. Now we're gonna do pod. All right. Oh, now we're gonna do pod. All right. Oh, now we're gonna have a guest. All right. You know what I mean? It's not I'm sitting here. Oh, we're at 20 episodes, but it's still exciting that we're at 20 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, because you were telling me, you're yo, 20. We gotta do something.
You gotta do a little something. You know what I mean? Why
we gotta
not?
do a little something. Speaking of. We are gonna do a giveaway. If you're listening to the pod, we got nothing to show at the moment, but I think I made my mind up. We're gonna buy a pair of gloves, and we're gonna have Zay sign them, and we're just gonna give them away to somebody. So we'll do a post about that. I don't really have the rules. Oh, you got to do this and do that, and then you're gonna be entered to win, or whatever.
Follow, share, subscribe, all that. No.
But we're gonna do something like that. It'll be cool. It's just a little... Cool. I didn't want to give away money or something, because that's the whole point of what I'm even talking about the pod.
Right.
I want to give something that somebody will remember. You know what I mean? The money will come and go, but that signed little memorabilia, It's gonna be like, yo, I got this from Zay and Bliss, you know, from the Underrated pod. I think that's pretty cool.
I'll sign the right one. He'll sign the left one.
Yes. Let's do it. All right. So music, real quick. Not a lot to really talk about with that. I haven't really listened to that Gunna album again. I gotta find it in me to replay it. I was listening to some songs on Shuffle the other day, and one of those songs popped up, and I was like, all right, in this setting, in this playlist, that kind of went.
He said that was hard.
You know what I mean? And like, but I mean, it wasn't like, you know, head bopping like, ooh, this is it, my bad. But it was like, all right, with these other songs, that was a vibe. Okay. So I still got to recheck that out. Other than that, was there other music that came out that I just totally spaced?
Charles Gambino.
No, well, we talked about that, remember?
I'm dead.
Did you ever listen to it?
No.
All right, you still got to check that out.
Oh, no, I did. I was not messing with it.
At all?
No. That was like a completely different... My bad. I did hear that, and I could not...
Yeah, hopefully some of y'all aren't really holding on to that. Clearly, we weren't as excited to listen to that album as...
I'm a completely different
maybe
person when I gotta listen to music, so like maybe I just listened to it at the wrong time to listen to it.
I will say, when Vince Staples released, I listened to that the next day. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to provide you with what's coming out, but we'll provide you with extra opinions and stuff if we F with it.
Feel that.
I
feel that.
Why does it feel like work to go listen to this fool's album? Come on, man.
I genuinely want to just like,
I got to like assign that project to like my nephews or something. Like, hey, go check this album out. Give me just some rating and let me know what's up. But then I gotta have a disclaimer, yo, this was rated by a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, we're gonna have to...
But other than that, there hasn't been other like real significant album releases.
Yeah,
like super significant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that? Did you say something?
No, so yeah, for the most part, I mean, like, nobody's dropping anything.
Yeah, we're waiting on... Oh, what? Eminem dropped a single. Is that significant? It's not really like an album. He dropped a single called Houdini, and it was like that whole Slim Shady vibe. And I kind of liked it. I was like, okay, this is Slim. He came back. Other than that, let's wait on the album. But yeah, waiting on the M album, waiting on a Drake album. You know what I'm saying? We got some albums apparently that are brewing.
What album would you like to hear from, besides Logic? What album are you most looking forward to that's unannounced? Unannounced. So one artist that'd just be like, if you got word of an album releasing the next couple months, you would just be through the roof. Besides Vince Staples too.
Big Sean. Yo, Big Sean apparently is working on something. I don't know a damn thing about it, but if he dropped tonight, I would be like, yo, grab the Bluetooth speaker. We're running that right now.
Right now. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, did you expect Did you expect that answer or no? Because we had talked about Big Sean, but I think it kind of went over our head a little bit. Did it? Yo, Big Sean looking pretty beefy right now. You saw it?
Oh yeah, you been hitting the gym, so shout out to Big Sean.
Shout out to Janae Aiko.
Shit, what's up, Janae?
All right, yeah. So music wise, that's what you're getting today.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this topic that was kind of controversial. Probably won't spend a whole lot of time on it, but I thought it might have some morals and like ethical stuff that we could break down. It's like, who are you to like do this? Like, what about us? You know what I mean? So anyway, it's Northwest did a performance of The Lion King, and there's a lot of people saying that just because her parents are like megastars, they got her into that position and basically cut the line of all these talented dancers, talented singers to get this role. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? I played it for you earlier, but how do you feel about somebody with privilege allowing a position that other people have to work really hard for?
I mean, that's just life. At the end of the day, unfortunately, we need those people to really understand what hard work gives you extra in, or the advantage in. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's just life.
Is what it is.
It
or
is
what?
what it is. I mean, you can't be too mad about it, but you can't be happy about it. I mean, the performance was mediocre, and I feel like if they were really gonna
She's
push,
not like a singer. You know what I mean?
no, but that was just for experience, like, you know what I mean. And people paid for the experience of like being able to like see her because her parents are the pillars of like their lanes, I guess. So you know what I mean.
So you tell me, would you put your daughter in that same position?
Me personally, I would like for her to work for that. So even if I did have the power, the resources, the influence to be able to just to jump her from here to here, I'm gonna do that to an extent. Because I just want the best for her. But at the end of the day, like, I want you to work for that. You have to learn what grit is. You have to learn why you want that.
Well, see, that's the problem with what happened.
Right.
All these people that worked years, they're not as known, but they're talented.
But let's put it this way. Like, that wasn't a Grammy performance that could have just been by all those people. No, it was just, it was another Broadway performance, which is the only
apparently
reason
it
why
was
I kinda,
a very significant Broadway performance.
What was
like,
Lion King? Like,
well, like the ticket sales were like $3K a ticket, $2K a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, it wasn't just
me personally, I would have been
a
mad.
little theater show. You know what I'm saying? This
been
was
mad.
something that art comes together. These dancers come together and create like something. You know what I mean? Apparently, it was significant enough to cause an uproar.
Right. No, I could definitely see how that would 100% take away from the people that definitely put in the hard work to get there. But what more can they do in their role than complain?
Right.
Oh, I should have gotten this role, but Northwest got it. So are you going to hold like a grudge against that? Or are you going to work
Yeah.
even harder to where you'll be undeniable in that lane to where they'll be like, Northwest is cool, but you actually have what we're really looking for. And we're willing to turn down that money so you can shine. I mean,
So what do you feel about? So clearly, this situation put a standard there, put a boundary there to where, okay, this ain't gonna happen ever again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously. So think. What about this scenario, real quick? You're the director, producer of this Lion King show, right? And then Kim and North come through the door and say, "Hey, my daughter is qualified for this position. She doesn't need to audition, and she's ready to go." So what do you do as the director, producer, whoever made that call to say yes to that, to North? What do you do in that scenario?
all right, 100%, I would have to bring all other performers in, and I'm going to be like, hey, look, this is a scenario. This is what we can do. Either just go with her, or I can really put y'all up against each other. And I don't want to see a little
American Idol going on.
I want to see on the spotlight, on the moment, who can perform the best, who has it in them, and that's who I'm gonna go with.
There you go.
So
All right.
if like Northwest really came out and was just killed it, I'd be like, you see why she earned
right.
it?
All right, let's do it.
Boom.
So why didn't they go through with doing that?
Because money talks, bullshit walks. No, but for real.
Yeah. So I think in a type of way, they were like, all right, go ahead. And then now it's set the standard to where that won't ever happen again. So it was kind of a good thing because it's like the stop sign doesn't get put at the crossroads until there's an accident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as much as it sucks that happened, I think moving forward, it creates a standard.
It does suck that it did turn out to be a really mediocre performance. Like, it wasn't... Like, that sucks. It does suck because, like, imagine being somebody that was really, like, fighting for that part, for that role to really advance them. Mm-hmm. And then they have to watch somebody else butcher that role that you know that you could have excelled in. Like,
you know what's kind of cool? Just like you said, now the actual person that wins the audition is going to get a real time to shine. Because they're going to see how, oh, wait, this is how it's supposed to be done?
Exactly.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I was also
going to be a lot
ask.
of good to come out of something like this.
That's what I was also going to ask. Are they doing multiple shows of this one show? Or is it just this one show, this one time?
Very familiar. But, you know what I'm saying? That guy that hosted the show said that he did it. So there's got to be other ones.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
So I don't think it would be super like detrimental to the people that kind of lost out on that role. I mean, yeah, like it would have been better for them to have on their resume, but at the end of the day, like grind a little bit harder, get that next role, and just keep pushing. Like that's it.
You know, it's like one of those moments that it's like, see,
Right? Yeah.
I told you. So
Should've
let's
listened.
learn from that.
Yeah.
There's a couple things we could take from that. So number one, don't ever give somebody the opportunity based solely on their reputation, so to speak. Put them through the fire, put them through the test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no matter how good they like.
Don't
seem
take
to be,
someone's
yeah.
word for something.
No.
You know what I mean? Take their actions, take their record
Feel that.
into account. You know what I mean? So there's that, and there's also that thing of there's always a silver lining, right? So as much as this was horrible,
It's always looking at the positives.
now there's a lot of great that's going to come from it. Whoever does it next is going to just shine,
They better. God damn.
right? And then now probably in the future this kind of stuff won't happen to where somebody just brings their daughter because they have millions of dollars, and you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say probably wouldn't, but it probably
It'll
would.
happen, but now I think
It's gonna be more on like a
the
spotlight.
production has a foot to stand on to where it's like, no, she's got to go through the process. Maybe.
Did they really consider this like a really bad performance? Like, I mean, because
I
at the
don't
end of the
know.
day, if somebody's offering you $1 million just to have this one person,
I'm a collect.
I mean, like, a mil?
Speaking of collecting, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are no longer gonna collect. So what's going on with this? What happened with Mike Tyson? Why is the fight getting postponed? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, dude?
All right, so apparently Mike Tyson had an ulcer that flared up, and that,
What is that? Go in detail, doctor.
So I
I'm just
think I give you. So I guess an ulcer is.
Isn't that something in your intestines or something?
Yeah, so
Or
it can
in
be
your
anywhere. It's
Digestive
just
system.
whenever you're having a lot of blood, and that blood kind of like eats at your intestine lining, and then creates holes.
So he had this flare up, and it caused him to
Be nauseous.
and it just so
Just
happened to
messed
be
up.
on a plane, which made this whole situation even that much more like,
Right.
land the plane, it's Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
like all this, right?
So the ulcer flaring up pretty much pushed the fight date back. They just haven't came up with a date, but who even knows if they will even continue the fight? I don't know, but
Is dude getting old or like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on?
he's fucking 58.
I know, but are ulcers like something that comes with age, or could this happen to anybody? You know what I mean?
I think this could happen to anybody, just depending on like your conditions. But with you being older and then having the amount of punishment that you've put on your body, I think.
My guy Tyson, you need to lay off the hot sauce. You know what I'm saying, my boy? Come on, my boy.
Not the hot sauce.
I'm just kidding. I don't even know what that has to do with
My boy.
I don't know why I have this thought that ulcers have something to do with your digestive system, but my boy, you know what I'm saying, my boy?
My boy.
So what do you think about this whole fight still? Like, I don't know. Like, I never knew whether to take it serious or not. You know what I mean? But what...
I mean, at this point now, since it's just going to keep getting dragged out, for me as a fan, it's always cool to see Mike Tyson just back in the ring just because. But at the end of the day, like, am I as excited as I once was when I first heard it? No. But if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, I'm all right with it. You know what I mean? That last
Yeah.
fight that he had with Roy Jones Jr., I feel like was a pretty good, like, little tune-up match for him. And for both of them, actually. And, I feel like I got my closing fight out of that for him.
Oh, okay.
So for this one, it was just
So
more
this
of
is
like
just
extra
some fan
credit.
mail,
Yeah,
fan
in a way.
service
In a
kinda?
way. You know what I mean? Because they said no headshots for a minute, and then they randomly changed it. They were like, "Oh yeah, you could do headshots," and I was like,
Speaking of like exciting fights, what is your opinion of Dustin and Islam yesterday?
"Dang, dude." He put Islam through the ringer.
I was very, very surprised and proud of how Dustin defended against Islam's grappling.
His swarm.
You know what I mean? This guy,
Islam did seem a little off, like something was off, or maybe that could
but
have
is
been
that
just
because of Dustin?
That's what I was
You know
gonna
what I'm
say.
saying?
Yeah, it could have just been just to the fact of how well Dustin defended his game. And then he randomly did get lucky and then pull out that Darce choke at the end.
Oh my!
I will say that was a little bit of luck. He did duck his head into his hips and he pulled it and went over him. So it's just more of like,
Islam does whatever he could to like get you to kind of stumble or fall, and then
he'll
he'll
off
just
balance. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That last, he grabbed his leg and he was like, "Yo, we're coming. This is the last minute or two. I don't know how long was left." And I don't even know if he knew that, but it was the 5th round, right? That. And this dude just put everything into twisting this fool's leg, forcing Dustin to go down and catch himself and kind of get back up. And that dude
rolling his right
was
side.
so calculated. Islam just jumped on him, grabbed him, and then ended up having him.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this was crazy. I was like, no. And then as soon as Dustin tapped, you could see in the replay, he was
out for a second. Yo, he was out for a second. The only thing that does suck, though, was I honestly have Islam winning 3 to 4 of those rounds.
So if it went to a decision, it still would have went to Islam?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that mostly because he had all that ground control?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of the stand-up game, I think a lot of that went to Dustin.
Oh, yeah, the stand-up game, for sure.
He was getting Islam.
He was bopping him. But at the same time, Islam was just landing more.
That's true.
So they're gonna point that more.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So Islam might not have been hitting as hard or creating as much damage, but
I think in the first 3 rounds, Islam even had more significant strikes landed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the first 3 rounds. So it was just like.
So who's up next for Islam? Who's the next dude? Is he gonna fight Chandler or McGregor? Or is that a different weight class or what?
No, they're in the same. But it's just like, that's a very good question. You either move up a division, move down a division, you keep defending your title, or like, what do you do? Like, that is a good question.
Is he just gonna be like Khabib and retire one day with just not losing?
Because right now he has the longest active fight streak, winning streak.
14.
I think he's at 13 now.
No, they said it. I read the facts on the TV. It said 13, and then after.
Oh, it was tied.
It was currently 13.
Right. Oh, okay. So now 14. So that's crazy. That's crazy.
Are you excited for McGregor and Chandler?
Yeah.
Or is this gonna be like?
That's another like fan service thing. It's another thing for them.
It kind of is, huh?
Yeah, it's another thing for them just to run up money. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not. Chandler's kind of past the point to where he's just living the fame. He's living the fame tail end of the fight game. So he's just gonna be another like legend that we have and look back on and be like, yo, he was a dog, he was dope, he was cool, but was he ever champion? I mean,
he or no?
No.
He always McGregor was, right?
Yeah, McGregor.
He had belts.
Yeah. He was the first double champ.
Oh, nice.
He was the first one to pull that off. Like,
so this is kind of fan servicey,
in a way, yeah. So they're not like. You always want to watch the up and coming dogs. Like, those are like, they're hungry. You know what I mean? They're really gonna show the grit, show the tenacity, like the ferocity. Like, they're really gonna show that. But for them, it's just gonna be like, no, we just have a certain amount of set of skills, and then we haven't been fighting from this long to this long, and then McGregor even longer, and that takes a big toll on your mental of how to be able to fight. So I mean, we'll see how this fight goes. I'm really excited for it. Not like super excited, like, no matter what, I'm canceling and watching that. But at the end of the day, like,
hey, cool. the prelims or the fights leading up to that fight might be something to watch.
Hopefully.
Because they already know they're bringing the audience in for McGregor and Chandler. So this could be a good opportunity for some of these other guys to throw it down and create the buzz around their name and their, you know what I mean?
This is definitely a card to be on just because of how many viewers are going to be on. Specifically watching McGregor, that's the one thing you got to give McGregor, bro. Like, he just knows how to bring the money. Like, he sold out that arena within, I think, the first 8 minutes. I think
he's money walking.
It was the first 8 minutes that the tickets were available.
I always remember seeing this video of a young McGregor talking to that really famous soccer player. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, you're talking about Cristian Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah. And Ronaldo is like the biggest dude in the world. He's got like so much money, and then
I'm gonna be worth more than you.
Yeah, McGregor was like, I'm gonna be worth more than you one day. Yeah. And then it
showed like a video of him.
Yeah, and then it goes to the present time, and it shows like their
The net worth.
Forbes list net worth, and McGregor is like way beyond this dude. Like somehow.
That's pretty cool. Like he really manifested that, and it's cool with the fight game that you're able to bring that lifestyle about from like your thoughts. You know what I mean? I want to do this. I want to conquer this. I want to be able to do something like this, and that's cool. It's pretty cool.
You think him being the heel or him being the villain got him there?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely. Whether you like McGregor or not, you're gonna watch that fight. You know what I mean? Just to see, but I mean, a lot of people have already got to watch him lose multiple times in really big scenarios, so they're just tuning in now. At that point, it's kind of it's like Floyd. You know what I mean? He was the heel. He was the bad guy.
Yeah, it's everybody likes. They want to see these fools get knocked out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's talking all that, big talk. All right.
Like Mexicans do not like Floyd Money Mayweather. Like they do not. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know, because he beat Canelo, right? Multiple times, or how many
Triple
times?
G.
I don't know how many.
He just
times.
pretty much beat them all on the big side over on that side. But it was just like, oh man,
They really don't though. Like
But,
whenever
you know what I mean?
Mayweather was fighting, they would always go for the other dude. Just
no
'cause-
matter what. Yeah.
No, he beat
Mayweather.
my guy, so I gotta go for against him. Or
Who the fuck is Mayweather? I'm
dead. Wait, where's that from?
That's McGregor. Whatever he fought Mayweather.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
I'm weak.
Yeah, man, this whole fight game is interesting. You got me more into it because you're a fighter. You know what I mean? And I'm enjoying it. Like I'm really getting into the fights. Like I'm starting to learn the fighters a little bit.
Yeah.
Like on the prelims, I'm starting to remember faces. Names can take a minute.
Yeah. That's alright. As long as
But
you
I'm
got the
starting
faces
to
down.
remember, like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's, I should watch this fight. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Prelims are just because they go fast. The prelims
Yeah,
because
they
they're 3 rounds or
Yeah.
whatever.
The 3 rounds, 5 minutes.
And yeah, it's just interesting, and I'm excited to see McGregor. I think Canelo's got some sort of like Mexico
So
versus
it'll be
USA fight
It'll
coming
be
up.
him versus Crawford. And
Crawford, tell me a little bit about Crawford.
he's the one that just dismantled Spence.
Tell me a little bit about Spence. I'm just kidding.
I'm weak. I was just.
Which is like, I'm trying to get to a point where, oh, I know who that is. Like, I'm dead.
No, if you see a picture of him, you would know.
Okay.
But,
So Crawford, is he worthy of this fight against Canelo or what?
1,000%.
Is he? Is this?
1,000%. I honestly think Canelo probably gonna take an L on this one.
You think so?
Yeah.
So this is a worthy fight?
Yeah.
Like it's a good matchup?
Yeah. Like this is like, oh, now we finally got some fights happening, and they're talking about a USA versus Mexico card.
That's pretty cool.
Pitbull Cruz versus Stevenson. Damn, we have like 3 other fighters.
Yo, we got to do a little barbecue or something. You know?
Yo, that would be dope.
Have this all the.
Go outside?
I'm dead. Yeah, if you want, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hot.
That's all right. We got the misters.
Hey, misters. I'm dead. So, as we conclude the pod today, I kind of wanted to talk about how I've been feeling lately with my eating.
Ooh.
So I think I've made the decision that I kind of wanted to just feel really good.
Yeah.
And I made my mind up that the way I was eating was making me feel tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wasn't feeling super confident. You know what I mean? I
Right.
just felt maybe bloated or I don't know.
It felt off.
All the
that's
above, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've been not craving anything. I've been eating clean. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you feel on
And
your?
I feel good. I think eating. I'm eating at certain times of the day. And I'm not like it's when you don't eat and then it's not fun.
Right, right.
No, I'm eating good. I'm eating good. When I get home from work, those who follow me and see my stories, sometimes I post it.
Post a
I'm
little
eating.
something. No, it's.
I'm eating a meal.
Yeah.
We're getting rice. We're getting some sort of meat, protein in there, like
Gotta get the
chicken,
greens,
steak,
vegetables.
whatever the hell it is. I'm getting my sauteed mushrooms, broccoli.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is food. And yeah, I've been really eating food, real food lately, and it's just really
Rather
made
than
me
just that
feel-
quick stuff that'll just fill you up.
Yeah, and I'm not having I know it sounds funny, but I'm not having these weird what do you like soft poop kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? My poop is nice. My poop is healthy. It's
Nice
kind of funny,
stool.
but no, I'm not like shitting my brains out. You know what I mean? Like
it's digesting nice, and it's just getting out of your body. All right, let's go.
Yeah, my digestive system is, working properly. You know what I mean? My shorts that I've been wearing, like for work and stuff, they're feeling a little loose. I'm feeling nice, comfortable. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm super skinny and fit. No, it's just like I'm kind of not even worried about that. I feel good, and it's always been about. That's what I've been about. Like I always just I go to the gym because I want to feel good.
Yeah, it's just progress.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just eating healthy because I want to feel good. And I even hate saying it like that because it's like, oh, he's eating healthy. No, I'm eating clean, and I'm eating real food. You know what I'm saying?
So like, how do you notice a big difference from like your average, like let's just say like every day whenever you wake up? How do you feel knowing that you've taken the different steps that you have now to make sure that you're a little bit more sharp? Like every day when you wake up, how do you feel?
I mean, I feel I don't eat like within 3 or 4 hours before I go to sleep. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm not feeling like heavy. Yeah. I'm not feeling like I have to use the restroom really bad. You know what I mean? Like this is just me up. Now let me go hunt and gather some food. Like, I don't know. Like maybe that kind of vibe. Like I'm just capable. I'm able to move without. It's like that food, that heavy food, or even when you eat really late, it just like makes you weak. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is.
You know that brain fog? I feel like that's a body fog.
Yeah. Okay. I feel
that's
that.
What I feel like.
Like. Even my grip in my hands,
you could squeeze.
I could squeeze these things. You know what I'm saying? And
you feel the bones.
And I noticed before when I was never eating like crazy, but I just didn't really care what I ate.
So you're saying you were soft.
Like the grip, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to squeeze like this. But right now I could squeeze, and I feel like I could hurt myself. Squeeze. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's cool, and I just started eating cleaner. You know what I mean?
For me to be as consistent as I've been from when I was like 215 to now.
215?
Yeah.
Why does that seem like a lot?
It was a lot.
Last time I weighed myself, maybe 3 weeks ago now, 267. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but you're yoked.
I'm dead.
Let's not get that out of the picture. This dude is yoked. He was throwing up 3 plates on a bench like nothing. I'm like, dude, how do you do that?
It was just effortless. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bro, he just laid down. He's like, okay, let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
Good. No, but
215 just seems like a lot because you're currently around 150.
So right
60.
now I walk around at like 155 to 165. So cutting down from 215 to now, I can see all the difference. And the only way that I've been able to keep that consistency was I value my food more than I value what I feel like I want to eat. And so now it's gotten to a point to where when I fast, I work out, I do this, I do that. I'm able to keep track of like how my body feels with certain things with my intake.
Right.
So now that if I do something negative, I can almost feel it like instantly. Like, compared to like when I do something positive, it's like I can feel that surge of energy, and I feel good. I feel clean, refined. Like,
because I'm not like for example on like a Saturday, you know what I mean? We like yesterday we went to a family gathering and we ate, what they had there. You know what I mean?
We didn't eat like a bunch though.
I know, so that's what I was kind of get into, like that food.
Just portioning.
Yeah. Okay, so like that day, just to give some examples, I ate in the morning. Right? Usually I'll eat my big meal for lunch. But because I knew I was going to this event later, I ate at 5 a.m. whenever... I usually don't eat that early, but today I did because I knew I was like, I'm going to go to this event. I don't know what the hell they're going to have. It could be really like bloating food.
Look.
So yeah, I literally intermediate fasted the entire day.
Right.
We went to the gym without eating. We went, you know what I'm saying? I didn't eat nothing until we went to that event. What time was it? Maybe 7 o'clock?
Maybe 6, 7 that we got there?
Was it?
It was like 6, 7 that we got there?
Yeah, so...
6?
I don't know. It's just like, even when I do eat a little bit off, whenever I'm eating just stuff that maybe I shouldn't, I'm still able to kind of calculate it to
How
a point
much you
where,
need to eat.
where it won't make me feel like crap. Because even this morning, I woke up feeling good this morning, and we kind of ate bad yesterday. You know what I mean? A little bit.
I just feel like people have a problem with like limiting their indulgence. So whenever like people, like for me, like in sweets, like if there's bags and bags and bags of sweets, I'm sorry, like I'm just don't count on it to still be there. You know what I mean? So gone. But I think for the most part, I think people have a problem with learning to stop whenever they're indulging in food, and then they get so much into that habit that it just, you climb that mountain, and so now you got to climb down that mountain to get back to your car, and that's...
I'm just super satisfied with myself because I don't know how. I can't give you the secret to this. I don't crave anything. I don't know how or why, because cravings are a mother. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you.
Like when I was eating before, I would just be getting stuff. Like, oh, Chipotle, cool. Oh, McDonald's with the kids, cool. Oh, pizza, cool. Like whatever.
Right.
And now
2, 3,
I don't
4
even
times a day.
want that.
Yeah.
And I'm not here taking all these supplements and, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like vitamins that I probably should be, but I'm not replacing that with anything. I'm just eating clean.
Yeah.
And I have no cravings. There's no secret to it. You just got to want it, I guess. I don't know, right? You just got to be up here. You got to make that mind up.
Yeah, for me personally, the only way that I was able to make that mind up is by replacing the value with what I want to what I need. That was just it for me. Like, for me to stay consistent, I needed to be like, okay, what I want is in the backseat now.
Right.
So now what I know that I have to eat to get to where I want to be, that's more valuable than where I'm at right now. So let me just eat this chicken. Let me just eat this grilled. Let me just eat this salad. Let me just eat this fruit, whatever. And then if by this time I'm not there, then we can see where we go. But I did get to the point where I wanted to be because I kept the consistency aspect of it. So,
well, I wish I can sell people a product on how to not crave things, but I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, because I don't know how I'm doing it. It's just up here in my brain. Like I just don't want stuff.
Let me tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Don't crave to be a fat. No, I'm just playing.
Don't be a fat.
No, I'm just playing. No, eating clean is just.
It's a mind state, dude. It's up
Yeah.
here. I'm telling you, you have to make up your mind and you have to execute. And you got to realize that this stuff you're putting in your body isn't making
good.
you feel good.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's tearing you down. Like, literally.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to, like, because for me, you know, I always want sweets. I always crave, like,
yeah, you still do eat sweets.
Oh, man.
Somehow you're able to manage that. I don't know.
It's because I absolutely destroy myself in the gym.
See, I don't even crave sweets. To be honest, I've never really craved sweets. That's never really been an issue for me. I like eating food, but I don't really care about sweets. You know what I mean?
I love sweets.
Yeah,
like,
I know you
like
do.
a fresh made like pan of like homemade cookies to me is like, yo, what? And the house is smelling like cookies? Dog.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up though because I feel good. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. On the weekends, I'll still eat something. Last weekend, I ate Red Robin because it was my birthday and I got a free meal.
Yeah, but that's good though. Like, it's good to have like an intake. Like,
yeah,
your
but
intake up.
yeah, I feel good. That's where I'm at. I don't even know what I weigh right now, but I kind of don't care. I'm gonna check it out though, just to see where I'm at.
Check it out at the month.
At the end of the month?
Yeah, just do a consistent month of where you were eating good, clean. You were sleeping good, clean. You were being active, good, clean. And then at the end of that month, measure where you're at.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You know, rather than just like every other week.
Well, because the number doesn't really matter to
doesn't.
me at the
It's
end
how
of the
you
day,
feel.
you know. But yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool though. I mean, for like the most part, if anybody's really like suggesting they don't really know where to start, you can always hit us up. We can help you in the right direction, I guess. There's like a guide, I guess, that I can help like beginners on. So if anybody does need help with anything, just hit me up. Might be up to some personal training as well.
You gotta want it up here though. Don't even hit us up if you ain't even remotely wanting to be better or eat better. You know what I mean?
I can motivate you a little bit.
No, I'm telling you, no, you can't, because I spend all day, every day with this guy, and I barely decided to eat clean, and it was my choice, and because I wanted to.
Or
So
maybe
you could be around somebody that's eating the healthiest ever, and it still wouldn't really matter because I live in my life. You did influence me a little bit. Okay? No, I'm just
okay.
No, but I can't stress that it comes from in here. You gotta want it.
I mean, that's with anything. Like even with this podcast, like we want this podcast, so we make it work. Mm-hmm. You wanted that food to you want to go to the gym today, so we're gonna go kill the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's with everything in life. As long as you learn to flip that switch and being like, oh, I do want this, or this is the right route to go. Let me be responsible enough to be consistent on this path.
Man, I knew going to the gym, it was just gonna make me feel good because I knew I was gonna eat too later. Just the fact that I put in some work ahead of time, and I hadn't eaten all day, kind of did like the intermediate fasting. It really just laid the groundwork for success and feeling good. So I don't feel bad about it at all. You know what I'm saying? I ate.
I don't think you should.
Cool.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing all the prerequisites to make sure that you can indulge in that moment without it being an indulging moment. And
man, I've been hunting all week, and I finally caught me a meal. I'm eating.
I eat a whole zebra.
All right, y'all. So this is Gang Talk. This is also episode 20. I might have been rambling like an idiot today. I don't know why.
That's okay.
You know, just got a lot going on, whatever. Music stuff is on the way.
No, seriously.
Music stuff is coming. I love the music. We're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's literally right around the corner.
It's coming. It'll be cool. I like it. I like when I get to a point where I can release some stuff. People hear it.
It's pretty bad.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that stuff's coming. I'll give you guys more details as the time comes, but yeah, it's almost Bliss season, baby.
It's coming up.
All right, y'all. So this has been episode 20. We got a guest next week. We'll definitely see you for episode 21 on the Underrated AF podcast. Peace.